And there goes the timer. Hello, and welcome to today's video. I figured out how to get Danganronpa sprites, like the kind you'd see in a map in Danganronpa, working in Minecraft, the 2D sprites, the ones that follow you around creepily. And I spent a few hours painstakingly figuring out the heights of these sprites in Minecraft and then importing them into Minecraft so I can use them for whatever project I wanted. This is a speed run of me going over the process of getting a sprite into Minecraft. I have to do the height measurements to figure out how many pixels the image is supposed to be because I'm putting them in item frames and the item frames have a set resolution. I have to make sure it conforms to that resolution, otherwise it will appear all weird and wonky, or it'll be too short, or it'll be too tall. So I actually I take the pixels, or I take a resolution that's a very standard aspect ratio, like a 1:3 or 1:2, and then I draw where the character's hairline is, or where the top of their head is. Then I position the character to that head. So you can see right now I am drawing the line. Korikiyo's head is going to go right there, or at least where I think the top of his head is, and then that's going to be his actual, that's going to be the marker for his height when he actually gets imported into the map files. To import the textures for the sprites, I'm using a program called Image Map 3 by treyashar, I believe. It is a really great program. It has many features, very visual. It's a great piece of software. What I personally really love about the image map tool is when you upload a map to a world, it will give you a chest containing the maps that you uploaded, which saves tons and tons of time. That's a huge time skip when it comes to taking the maps out, like I'm doing here, placing the barriers down, placing the item frames down, and then placing the maps on those item frames. I actually have a command block somewhere in the world that's orienting all of the item frames to face me. I have a notepad that contains a command which makes the item frames invisible. That's a new 1.16 tag, and you can see here that my time, 2 minutes 24 seconds, near my record, but 20 seconds later than expected. Now that you've seen the development of the sprites, here is what they actually look like in the game. Now you might be wondering how these sprites work. In 1.16, a tag was added that allowed item frames to be made invisible. Item frames can also be teleported to face the player. To prove that these are item frames, you see I can walk up to Togami right here, and I can play with his legs, and I can take them off and spin them around, so now he's legless Togami, in case you're wondering what legless Togami looks like. After a few hours of importing sprites, I was starting to get bored, so I decided I would do something with these sprites I had already imported in Minecraft. In particular, I wanted to use the Nagito sprite to create a very short Minecraft horror game, along with some shaders I had downloaded earlier. The shaders would give a really significant ambient horror feel to the map, and I thought that the sprites would do the extra bit of surreal uncanniness that was really necessary to create the perfect horror environment. After that, the work was pretty much done. All I really needed to do was make a map. So I began dimming the lights and preparing for the dark.